it does make everybody happy. Boy, drinks and music is a party. Boy, it does make everybody happy. Boy.
The biggest party in sports is back and celebrating 10 years. Be a part of all this cricket action and get your business promoted during the games. Give us a call today at 465-2621 for more details.
Farm care, that's my place. For all my pharmaceuticals, for my health care. Farm care, check them on 4th Street. They're the best I know, that's the only place to go.
And visit our Birdwalk branch at the Rams Shopping Complex for added convenience. Go online at farmcarerx.kn or facebook.com/farmcare to browse house brands such as Quality Choice and Puritan's Pride. Get health tips, learn about sales specials and much more. Farm Care, for your wellness, comfort and privacy.
The biggest party in sport is back for the 10th year of CPL, and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots return as the champions. CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever, with more sixes, more entertainment and more of the world's best players. And this year there's also women's games, with the Women's CPL taking place right here in St. Kitts. The games are between the 31st of August and the 4th of September. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at Warner Park. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Summer is here and National Bank is turning up the heat with our 2022 summer loans. Borrow up to $60,000 to plan that dream vacation, or borrow up to $25,000 to get your kids school ready. With low interest rates and attractive payment terms, our summer loans are your one-stop shop to the airport and the classroom. For more information, call us at 465-2204, extension 1207, or visit us at www.sknanb.com. National Bank, always here. Terms and conditions apply.
27 minutes, moving up to the hour of 9 o'clock. Let me say good morning to Sergeant Henry in the studio with me this morning, and greetings to those of you listening and watching our program this morning. Welcome to On the Road, our traffic discussion each and every Wednesday morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Keeping the mic a little closer so we could make sure we hear everything that you have to say this morning. Yes, so what's on our agenda for today?
This morning I'll be talking about speeding.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, speeding, you have excessive speed. And anything that is over the speed limit is excessive speed.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning I'm going to talk about speeding, as I said, and speeding is a major factor in traffic deaths and injuries. The role of speeding in crashes is described in terms of its effect on driver, the vehicle and the road. Excessive speed reduces the amount of time the driver has to react in a dangerous situation. To avoid a crash, increases vehicle stopping distance. So once you're going at an excessive speed, you have less time to react to anything. So that's why I'm talking about speeding this morning. And speed increases both the risk of having a crash as well as the severity of the crash outcome. So you know, once you're speeding, there's likely that an accident or fatality, as we say, will occur. And reason why speeding is dangerous includes speeding is leading cause of traffic accident. Most fatality accidents came from speeding. Speeding also increases the risk of getting in an accident, as I said, because once you have excessive speed, you cannot control the vehicle properly if you have to stop in a situation. You also have some disadvantage of speeding. It leads to higher fuel consumption. You burn more gas when you're speeding. And as I said earlier, crash, death, severity, injury, and once you have a fatality, it doesn't classify as murder. Because murder, you must have the intent to do something. So you'll be charged for manslaughter.
Okay.
In murder, you have to have the mens rea and the actus reus. Both must come together. In manslaughter, both, because you don't have the intention of killing the person. But because of the reckless driving and the danger that you drive, you kill somebody lose their life, you'll be charged for manslaughter. So speeding is a great factor that results from fatality.
Do you want to open the lines now?
Yes, we can.
465-2555, that's 2555. And for those of you in the United States or Canada area that would like to join in our conversation, 718-577-2916. Whatever your questions are or concerns are, or if it's related to the topic this morning, we welcome your input. As we wait for the calls, over to you.
Yes. And we know here in our laws,
Stick up, remember your thought.
Sure.
Remember your thought. I hate to do you that, but we did ask them to call. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just calling in concerning something in the Tabernacle area by the cemetery. You have some big, right by the cemetery, you have a lot of big trees. You have a corner, so I'm saying if the traffic department probably could come over and see if they remove the tree, you could see a greater distance because people keep speeding across the area. And he almost had a traffic accident the other day from it when I was at the cemetery digging a grave. So if you guys could come over and see about it and see what best could be done, because one life saved, one accident less is better for the whole country. You don't know what happened during the accident because, as I said, people at speed come across, people walking from the cemetery is not a great deal of you seeing anything because of the tall trees and you got a corner. So I guess if you guys come over and see, if you take down the trees, you'll make it better. If you leave the tree, put something in the road, you'll make it better. You guys are the expert, I'm not. So if you could come and see about it and see what recommendation you guys can make.
Okay, Carlo. Yes, for that, your
Thank you for your call, by the way.
concern is noted, and I'll pass it on to Tabernacle Station. Traffic do not have to come there because you have a station there, and as I said on previous shows, the stations in those areas deal with those things.
Okay.
So I'll pass on your concern to Tabernacle Station.
Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Commissioner GQ
Good morning, Culture.
and Sergeant Henry.
Good morning, GQ.
Yeah, GQ in there, you don't tell me good morning. Anyway, there we go here. There is a place called Ignorance Avenue. And the government can make a lot of money from that Ignorance Avenue and call it good revenue for the government. And that is people who breaking the speed limit law on the road. And I want to say this, there are many outpost stations in St. Kitts. And these guys, every weekend they up and down on the road, round the island, as usual, making a load of noise with a motorcycle, and as usual, no helmet. Well, if they want to mash up their head and throw away their brains, that is up to their business. But then they must not bring in innocent people when they're doing the foolishness on the motorcycle. So I am asking that those police in the rural areas, when you see them, don't be afraid to stop them. Because a police is a police anywhere he is, 24/7. Thank you, that's my advice. Thank you very much.
Thank Carlo. Thanks for your call. Yes, a police is a police 24/7. So true. And all police officers are traffic officers. You don't have to work traffic department to enforce the law. As long as you're a police, you can force the law, even the traffic wardens.
Let's go to the phone line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, GQ. Morning, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm a little confused. For some clarity here. Imagine I am coming out of Port Zante up on the eastern end in front of the sand complex. And I stop there by the little roundabout. Am I allowed to go left down into Bastille?
No, you're not. The arrow is
Why?
pointing right.
So I'm not allowed to go left down into Bastille?
No, you cannot.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's take this next call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning. I'm calling concerning the trucks that we have on the road. We're getting more and more trucks on the road, and I think we need to put a truck inspection someplace where they could go and get the trucks checked properly. And I think a truck should be able to be checked at least twice a year, not like a vehicle. Because the accident with the truck, anything could happen there. Another vehicle was coming down in front of the truck, anything could happen. Anybody could have been killed. I think we need to do a truck inspection as more and more trucks on the road every day. Thanks.
Thank you, caller, for your call.
Let's take this next call. Good morning. Yes, you're live. Go ahead. Hey,
Commissioner, good morning. How are you? Morning, Sergeant.
Good morning, Wilshire.
Yeah, you're using the word speeding. We're looking at a speedy liar in our club, you know. Anyway, let me talk on a serious note. The topic is very timely, and I think all of us are guilty, but I think one of the issue is reckless driving. Because nobody in St. Kitts Nevis drive in the speed limit from maybe Bastille to the countryside or Charlestown to the countryside. But the problem is that is the reckless driving you find at some persons. And as you rightly say, when you're driving at that excessive speed, you can't control the vehicle. And that is where a lot of, and then you have the facts to prove that most of the accidents is because of speeding. So that is something persons have to take into consideration. And as you rightly say, the life you save could be your very own. So I believe this topic is timely, and then we're heading into the carnival season just around the corner. So these are things persons need to take in, and especially the road. The road is conducive, and some persons just overdo it. So it is something we really need. All of us, and including myself, we are guilty, but we have to realize that when we go at that excessive speed, we cannot control the vehicle. If you have an emergency or something happen in a split second, no way you're going to be able to get that vehicle stopped. And then at the same time, you have to look at your finances in terms of gas, because when you go at that speed, you eat up a lot of gas, and you have to every minute go to the gas station, and you wonder why. So you're giving some good tips in the meantime, but I just want all of us to take that into consideration. Have a good day.
Thank you, Colin. And most of the accidents are from speeding, because sometimes we have fender benders and the persons are not speeding. But most of the fatality come from speeding.
Okay. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Sergeant GQ. And good morning, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning.
A lot of these accidents that happen, I might be a little bit harsh here, but I think that the police are complicit in some of them. And I'm talking specifically now about the motorcycle accidents where persons, the drivers and pedestrians are not wearing helmets, because many times police see this is going on and they make no attempt to stop the riders of these motorcycles. What I would like to suggest, though, is that something could be done to increase the fees on the tickets, such that the police who issue tickets gets a percentage of the payment into the court or whatever. That way, they'd be a bit more motivated to see wrongdoing and act on wrongdoing rather than just close their eyes, or sometimes, as I've known, they call out to the fellows on the motorcycles without a helmet. And they know it's wrong, they don't even record the number or anything of the sort. Just go ahead, man, you're riding, you're going good. that is not good enough for the country. And if we want to stop the accidents, the police have to get up and act. And I think there must be something done to motivate the police to become more aggressive. And I would figure that some commission, maybe a 20% of the cost of the collection from the ticket, might be a good motivator for the police. And all police is traffic police, so everybody get a ticket book and they issue accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl, for your call. Yes, but as you said, the police don't do nothing when they see the motorcycle riders. Sometimes you're there doing your VCP, and when they see you, they take the back road. Remember, it's a small vehicle, they can go up a dirt road, you cannot follow them. Sometimes you try to stop them, and they drive past you. It doesn't make sense for you to go out in the road and get killed. Because as old people will say, moon one till they catch it. So some point in time, they'll be caught. Okay, Carla, but police usually do when they see them. They really do.
Okay. Good morning, you're live. Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
Hello. Yes. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Calling concerning divider lines coming from the roundabout in the junction by Fort New Road area. The roundabout they are going to New Road to Buckley's area, wherever. Coming up from New Road to the airport way. It needs some divider lines up there. When you're driving coming down, vehicles coming over on the side where they're not supposed to be. And on the road going towards Best Buy, coming from the same New Road area, swing to go into the direction of when you're going to Best Buy, they need divider lines also. I find that vehicles coming on the side where they're not supposed to be, and it could cause accidents. We need more divider lines. The lines are worn, and you cannot see any markings. So we need some divider lines in those areas, and a couple more areas too, which I wouldn't like to hold up the line to be calling out. So I need the painters to do some painting there for us, please, to avoid any accident. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you for your call. Your concern and your observation are noted, caller.
Good morning, you're live.
Yes, a pleasant good morning to you again, Nick, and the officer.
Yes,
good morning.
I got a little concern. Why is it the police and public works won't get together with maybe a letter to the cabinet, right? And get speed bumps in majority of the village them, well, not the outskirts, the village them where people speed. Because in Tatola, you got speed bump all around. And you lot of traffic accidents. Because people must drive fast, No care you tell them. As the police say you can't behind them, you can't run out in the road. So put speed bump in the most area them, like maybe the village them where man all time run, you go half a tree. These places we got a little stretch road. Need to put into cabinet, and then I believe he slow down a lot of things. With the old courts, well, we don't do nothing about that, because when you're going strip and so, the hustling going right, but plus people going to say, okay, you put speed bump to slow you down. But you get up a little earlier if you want to go walk for 6. You get up 4 o'clock and you move. Because when you go in jamming, you get up only to reach the jamming. So that's my little input for today. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Thanks, caller. Yes, once the residents call and give that concern or whatever, we usually go and check. But we cannot just go around and check with our people calling and saying, well, officer, this place need a speed bump because people are always driving fast there. So it's not first to go out and check. Once they call or they write something to commissioner, we'll do our investigation and it will be done.
Good morning, you're live.
Sergeant Henry, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Okay, great. A press release came out from the police force pertaining to an accident in Half a Tree. And it kind of got me a little bit bad order, because the press release stated that there was an accident involving 3 motor vehicles, a cycle, a bus, and a truck. But when you get down into the body of the press release is stating that the motorcycle hit the front of the bus and was thrown between the bus and the truck. Up until now, I can't see the connection of how the truck get involved, or is it the police is trying to take out the truck now? Because if you stated that there was a traffic accident involving 3 vehicles, Peter, Paul, and John, how come now your own is saying that one vehicle hit one and was thrown between? Till now you ain't said the other one touched nothing, nothing. So how you make that connection, if I could ask you?
Caller, I'm so sorry I wouldn't be able to comment on that because it's on the investigation. And once something's on the investigation, I cannot say. You say it came out in a press release? I won't be able to comment on that.
Yeah, because, I mean, the public now have it in their mind that the police is trying now to remove the vehicle because the police don't say a traffic accident involving 3 vehicles, and they gave the truck numbers, the vehicle numbers, and the owners of them. But now they are saying in the same press release that the cycle hit 1 vehicle and was thrown between 2 vehicles. They ain't making the connection of the other vehicle. So it is either that they are trying to exclude one, or they are not doing a proper investigation, Sergeant Henry. And I guess you know who is speaking.
I don't know the voice, sir.
Okay, Henry, me and you got into the force the same time. Aston Coker.
Oh, Mr. Coker.
Yes. So you need to make the connection, the police need to make the connection of the 3rd vehicle. You can't say you had a traffic accident of 3 and then start excluding 1. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your call. I cannot comment on that because that wasn't investigated by traffic. So I don't know anything.
Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live.
Hey, good morning.
Yes.
I just want to get some proper information. I call about the one about by the stand back there.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you're coming out of Port Zante, the stand, right? You was asking if you can't go left into town. Now, I think you need to revisit that because when the light is red for the vehicle coming from east and the vehicle coming out from Port Zante, I think I see not if you could go left. I don't see the reason you can't go left because I'm coming down to obstruct you. But they're saying you're right. You should be able to go left because the light is red, stopping the vehicle from coming from the east. So I think you need to revisit that. Okay?
Okay,
Thank
Carlo.
you.
Yes, it's noted.
Let's take this next call. Good morning, you're live. Yay, jammed on.
Officer Sophie.
Hi, Jamdam. Long time haven't heard your
I
voice.
heard you say something under the radar. I heard you say something concerning these helmet man. And the guy is really, the guy is calling and correct. It's the police them. The police them really need some incentive, but we got some people who push police who come from up the island that is not working. They seen the abuse on 4th Street at night and day, and then you pulling up the people with the helmet. A lot of youngsters bike from courts. A lot of accidents will happen with these bike men, because they ignore the rule and they playing they don't care. You understand? You all got to force this way, even to go to court and tell them when they come and purchase the thing, you're selling them this unless they buy a helmet. I force courts them to buy to order helmet and sell them with the boy. Because it's a problem. You got young boys all over and the diligent into the vehicle. It's terrible. And the police them got to do the work for me part. When the caller talk about incentive, only who's supposed to get money. The rest of them ain't doing nothing. This is Jamdong. Have a good day.
Thank you, Jamdam. Thanks for your call.
465-2555, 718-577-2916. We just have about 5 more minutes before we wrap up the program. If you have a concern or a question, now is the time to do so. Let's see. You were saying something, you
Yes,
remember?
as I was saying, the speed limit for St. Kitts and Nevis in built-up areas is 20 miles per hour. and non-built up area is 40 miles. Anything over those two are over the speed limit. And once the police go out and they ticket you, the first 10 miles over that speed limit is $250. And anything over that, every 10 miles is $100 add-on. So as I said, the ticket them could go up to $750, they could go up to $9. So everything over the first 10 is $100 add-on to the $250.
Okay, I got you. Well, that seemed to be it for us this morning, Sergeant Henry. Another day, another program, another informative session. People sharing, asking questions, and of course, this is not where the buck stops. You can always call the traffic department.
Yes, and give your concern or your observation. But remember today CPL start.
Mm-hmm.
The match supposed to start at 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the roads will be blocked, especially the no entry signs will be placed at 12:30 because the gate open at 1 o'clock. So let me inform you of the roads again. It is Victoria Road. You can only travel from south to north. On East Park Range from north to south. And the road directly behind NHC, I can only travel from west to east. You can't come from Wellington Road and come out into East Park Range.
Okay.
And no parking will be permitted on the eastern side of Victoria Road, on the western side of East Park Range, and also on the eastern side from NHC go down to Lozak Road.
Okay.
So those are the restrictions for the game, which start today and ends on the 4th of September.
Thank you again, Sergeant Henry, and I'll see you next week.
Yes, Godspeed.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned. On 9 o'clock report is up next.
Who love to break traffic laws? I have seen what speed can do. Here I am to your rescue to help you to live. Just take this advice.